What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. Well, this video I guess will start very similar to the last. In the last video we dropped off those converter dollies up at the two auction places up there by Wapaka. Now we're on our way to Oshkosh. We're almost Oshkosh, actually. We'll be there in about 10 minutes. We're picking up at a place called Walled Wire. All I know is when I emptied out the dollies, I texted dispatch and says, I'm empty, call me if you got anything, going. Well, we're hoping to pick up before, the long Labor Day weekend. I'm hoping to pick up a nice outbound load that I could deliver Tuesday, because Monday's the federal holiday. So they text me and says, hey, we got this load, it's 3 pallets, pick it up in Oshkosh, drop it off at Neenah. Don't know what it is, but I do know it's going where we pick up the strikers. Now it would be convenient if we were to unload there and pick up a striker, but as of yet I haven't been told anything beyond this little local load. So it's a quick little piece of easy money to do, so that's what we're gonna go do. So in 2.5 miles we'll jump off, hit 41 south a couple miles, jump off into weeds down there in Oshkosh, and grab our 3 pallets and go on with life. That's the plan for today. Or at least for this portion of the day. We talk a lot about my truck and kind of play on words that it was built in 1984, and I named it Orwell based off the book 1984, that we more and more increasingly are like living in a police state where government wants to monitor and track every single thing you do. So yeah, I mean, I read the book as a kid, I reread it as an adult, and it's getting worse and worse as time goes on. We're getting ready to cross Lake Butamore here, and I want you to notice something in the road right here. It's on this side and on the other side. See this pole? Now look right underneath it. Boom, boom. There you go. Now what that is a lot of times on the northbound side, you'll see right here on the screenshot of Google Maps, the DOT cop will sit right there and monitor it in a squad car. And if he thinks you're overloaded by that weigh in motion scale, he'll chase you down the road and pull you over and give you a ticket for being overweight. I don't know if they have to put you on a static scale or not, or if just a means of which to give you a DOT inspection. Likewise, southbound, they'll sit anywhere along on the shoulder here or off on this ramp. That's not been really anything new for Wisconsin. When they rebuilt that bridge, not long after they put that there. It's just a sneaky way of having like a big inspection at a weigh station or something. It's just another thing they do. And then I found this on my dash cam. First time I saw this, I didn't know what it was. And then I saw this meme on Facebook. I took a screenshot of it. Now, I can't really remember where I was when I saw it, but I want you people to start paying attention to the amount of freedoms we're losing and the amount of overwatch our overlords in government are really doing now. It's not just, you get the 84 truck and you name this truck Orwell based on the novel 1984. I'm telling you guys, you need to read the book. And you need to understand that that book was written in the 40s. And we're starting to live that life now. And I just wanted to bring that up because what we're watching is they'll say, well, you know, if your truck's overloaded, that's illegal, and if you're texting or anything with your truck, that's illegal, and all of that. I get that argument, but the fact is, you don't want government looking into your car every time you drive under this thing. You don't want government weighing your truck every time you go over this thing, because it's not going to stop at the trucks. That orange gantry looking up or looking into your vehicles, nobody wanted to say anything when it was the wayplates in the road to write up trucks. That orange gantry is not specific to trucks. It's everybody. But nobody in the automotive passenger car world wanted to say anything when they were doing that stuff to us. They're like, yeah, you get those big trucks. And now the automotive community, once they start finding out about this little orange gantry in the camera, they'd be like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, well, you let the camel's nose under the tent when they did it with us. Well, now they're doing it to you. Did you even know about it? Well, that's kind of why I'm talking about it, let you know about it. You know, where did the government get the idea they could lock down the whole country or create travel bans like they did? Right. That's it. Yeah, because they did travel bans with trucking, and nobody said boo about it. Flashing lights, probably a cop.
Bears hide behind them trees there.
Yeah, I figured as much. Thank you much.
Catch myself speeding now that you redid that frontage road all the time.
Yeah, well, it's nice smooth pavement now, so yeah, that's the way it is. Appreciate it. I just jumped on. I came down 45, so I ain't seen much of nothing up 45 up towards Wyoega, right? Boom, boom, boom. The trucking industry allowed travel bans to be a thing. Well, guess what? Now they're doing it to the rest of the general public. I don't even know what to say no more, other than the fact that it's just, I throw the cameras on for maybe 5-10 minutes tops, and my point is proved over and over and over. This can't be the truck engines. Maybe to fix it. This entrance looks much larger. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one thought after the other after the other. I don't know anymore. Nose it up here, and then because I don't know if I need to be here or there or around the side, I'm pulled up enough so if another truck comes in, they can get through without any problem, so we should be good. All right. I feel like this scene from Lethal Weapon. I'm getting too old for this shit. Burger King does have truck parking too, so get quick in and out. Squeeze this big old truck in here. Alrighty, I'll be back. Alright, I got the GoPro set up for you. It's literally just down the road where we're going. Well, not quite down the road, but we're in Oshkosh. We only got to go to Neenah. Now, while I was eating lunch, dispatch called. Got another short one we're going to do tomorrow. I don't know if that'll be on this video or the next one. I'm not sure how I'm going to play that out. My traffic circles. So yeah, the load we're picking up tomorrow is supposed to be out of Oshkosh, going out to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. So don't know more than that. Now, tomorrow's Friday, which puts us in an interesting thing, because unless something big pops, we're trying to find a load for tomorrow. For over the weekend. There's a handful of LTLs that are options. So that might be an option. Something might get spit out, like a big one load, one piece load. You know, that might pop tomorrow or even sometime during the daytime today, who knows. anyway, should be a nice quick little deal today and tomorrow. And put some money in the pocket. That helps. And there is local freight available, just I don't get offered it a whole heck of a lot. It's not normally what I do, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe if I express more of a liking to do local freight, maybe I'll start getting more of it. I was literally thinking, I wonder if I wish I had like loads. Well, to be honest, the last load I took out to North Carolina, the load I took back, and this load would have been a lot easier with a step deck rather than this RGN. So, thinking maybe I'd be better off getting that step deck put back together again pretty soon. But I got the big chapel trailer in there now. I only call it the chapel trailer now only because I don't really want to release what I'm going to do with it, although it probably wouldn't hurt. I'll think about it. Either way, maybe getting a dry van would be a good idea too. Who the heck knows? I mean, usually the freight we do that's local is kind of light, so I probably could afford to get a vintage 48 footer. I don't know. Just thinking about it. So we were talking earlier about these weigh in motion scales. Here's the northbound side. There's the pole, there's the scale. And then because drivers can split off and go 10 or 45 or stay on 41, you'll know he's there because he'll sit right there, right in that cab. He'll sit there, or he'll sit on the on-ramp where 40, or I think that's 10, but whichever that side road is, that on-ramp, you can only see him in the rear view mirror as I go by. But yeah, that's that way in motion on the northbound side. But I think if he's gonna hit the DOT way in motion deal, he'll be in that gap. But I have seen him sitting on that on-ramp. But to me, on the on-ramp looks more like a speed trap than anything else. Although we probably could come up Snell Road and then back up to 45 if he wanted to. I think these pieces are cab backs. Look like the back of the cab of fire engines. But the city trucks, the street legal ones, not them big strikers. Although, no. The pallets are 8 tall, 10 wide. Those are cab backs or some kind of structure for the strikers. Scratch that. I'm not thinking, because the strikers we permit them for 10 because that's how wide they come out. But that's wider than the structure would be. So yeah, there we are. And I guess that means I was in error. Like my trailer's a 30-foot well, not a 29-foot well. I don't know where I had that in my head from. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be an early rise for me. I got to get up, do this local load. And then when I get done with that, I have a feeling pick up more freight and then run to the yard, or who knows, might even just go right to the yard and get loaded. time will tell. As far as the channel's growth goes, I'm sure you've noticed I've been trying to like bounce around a little. In the shop, out of the shop, the different loads, driving vlogs. Still trying to keep a driving vlog, but not try to stay on one load for too long and get everybody bored. The broker load came out yesterday, that whole video, that came out last night. So far you guys seem to be liking that, although there were a handful of comments that don't quite understand. If there's no, someone commented that even if I got what I wanted, it's still cheap for an RGN. Well, that's correct. RGN loads are not available, so we took step deck / flatbed loads, and that's why we did what we did. Like I had said in that video, it was cheaper than I liked, but considering it was a step deck load, it wasn't bad. The way it turned out, still we're able to put an LTL on the tail end of it, so it worked out okay. I feel shoulda, woulda, coulda been better, but it wasn't. But in the economy the way it is, with rates the way they are, you know, you do what you can to keep the upward pressure on freight. Don't take no cheap crap, but you still have to understand that if you're going to wait all day for the big money load, you're going to wait till, I don't know, the next election cycle, maybe. You have to wait for the economy to get better. I'm starting to see 2008 all over again. I think I said it in the past, I'll say it again, that, oh, I said it on my live, I think, a while back. In 2008, come November, what I did here at Whitmire's was, freight was bad. It was bad everywhere, but it was bad for us, for sure. I didn't know anybody doing good. I'll put it like that. In 08, come November, I thought it was like curtains. I thought it was over. Like, I didn't know if I'd be in business after Christmas. That's how bad it was in 08. But 08 was the best year up till recently that I ever had. My truck never grossed that much money ever. That was when I had my 99 379 Peterbilt. But by the end of 08, I thought it was boomed and bust. The thing was, the rest of the country didn't know the recession was coming. Trucking knew, but the rest of the world didn't seem to know. I'd have to look, but I think it wasn't until March or maybe April. Maybe a little before that, I'm really not sure. But it was well in 09 when the news started talking recession and when everybody was really starting to worry about crap. For us, it seemed to hit kind of quick. And it seemed to hit in the last 2-3 weeks. So if there is, in fact, November, December, January, February, March, a 4, 5, maybe 6 month lag, trucking might have a 5 or 6 month hard road to hoe before the rest of the country starts figuring out that how deeply screwed we just might be. Then again, I could be completely wrong. Ever since the whole crap with COVID, everything's been different. Some parts of the country work their asses off. Some segments, even in lockdown states, some segments of the country, some segments of even lockdown states still work their asses off, and a lot of other people sat on their asses. And that continued for a long time. So that made, in my opinion, the economy impossible to predict. So I'm basing my thoughts on 08, 09, but everything was different in 08, 09. This is a horse of a different color. I couldn't really tell you what to predict. Am I worried? Yeah, I'm worried. Do I have a plan to survive it? Oh yeah, I got a plan to survive it too. But it's gonna be interesting to say the least. Now, if you guys think there's something you can do, choices you can make, choices you can make our government make, might be time to consider. Because all I'm going to say on that is, what was put money in all our pockets, and what is, well, we're going in a recession, boys and girls. Either way, it's time to think about it, time to figure it out. Like I said, I have been tinkering ever so little bit with that square body. And I've been thinking about whether I ought to start working on that again or not, just in case I had to let the dually go. I got something to replace it with. I've got cars I don't owe money on, so I'll always be able to drive around, trust me on that. But that's kind of my plan. But I have to work harder and a lot more than I have been, that's for sure. Recession or not. So we'll handle it as, time goes on. So maybe the answer is I have to start looking for another another mechanic locally, or try to see if I can get a little bit more work out of Terry. He's a good guy. I eagerly anticipate the return of Dave once he gets his family situation settled down. Hopefully that happens, not just, well, Dave's a good guy and he's got sickness in his family, and even if he never comes back, I hope that gets settled. That goes without saying, right? He's a good dude. So yeah, I have to figure out, how to do it. Maybe in the end, the answer is get another guy, or like I said, try to re-motivate the guys I got. So I don't know. Maggie's supposed to be at the shop today, working on the trailer, getting that fifth wheel pulled out of it. Or at least getting the lower plate pulled out. We'll get the lower plates pulled out, and then we'll determine the upper structure, if we take the whole entire thing down and rebuild it, or rebuild it on the spot, or completely reconstruct it. Gentry used to tell me all the time, it's very hard to keep drivers in cabovers. I don't know if times are going to get bad, and the other truck I got is cabovers. I'm willing to bet you somebody that really wants to put food on the table would drive anything. And if you're the kind of person to drive anything, you're the kind of driver I'd want. So I guess maybe it's time for me to feel that knife against my throat with the bad economy to motivate you. Necessity is the mother of all inventions, they say. Everybody knows I'm good friends with Tim Gentry, and I've often said that that fire was a blessing in disguise because it motivated not just him but the entire family to do better. And they just bought a big ass shop and property. They got some awesomeness coming their way. So my address, the same thing, but Suite 200, which I think is, I don't know. I'm at 1497. $15.15, yeah, that's what I thought. It's very typical at Oshkosh Truck. I mean, they'll set everything up and then it'll get moved. Oh, that smells good, whatever that is. They'll set up everything and then in time they'll have to reconfigure and move everything again, and when that happens everybody gets a little confused as to where to go or what to do. So I know those are regular loading docks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back in there. They probably normally get this stuff on a van trailer, but there might be a ramp door, but it doesn't appear to be. There's room back there to do any maneuvering, so I'd rather just back in. I'll walk to the door and ask them where they want me. Well, I was picking up a striker, I know right where to go. Alrighty, easy money. Well, not really, but I'll take it. Alrighty, back to the fort. Back to the shop, park the rig, go home, and then get on with it. Tomorrow will be another day, a whole nother video. Yippee. I will note to self, the city trucks, I guess that's what they do over there now. And the strikers. Three of them sitting there. A pair of 1500s and a 3-axle with a crane nozzle on it. Spikes over there. Alrighty, boys and girls, you know what time it is. Roll that beautiful coal footage. reminder, you only get that once. I had the engine shut off while we were unloading. That seems to trigger an overfueling upon initial takeoff. After that, it cleans right up. Give me a haze, don't give me the coal. I need to make that a t-shirt.